What the? Where the hell am I? What am I looking at here? I'm underneath the map. I glitched out. I'm glitching. Help me, guys. I'm glitching. No, it's spectator mode. Don't worry about it, guys. What's going on, everybody? It is Dangeles, and welcome back to episode number 53 of Constructing Los Angeles Season 2. I am back here today, guys. I'm flying around in spectator mode / game mode 3. I'm under the map, just flying through. Spectator mode's fun just because you kind of get to see stuff that I would never see normally, obviously. But I've just been flying around, underneath of LD, kind of looking at all of the cave systems and stuff like that. And I'm actually finding things that I didn't even know were there. It's kind of crazy. Right over here, we got the Tunnel of Love. That's one of the secrets of Los Angeles, in case you guys were unaware. That's where that is located. But yeah, there's like tons of things. I've just been flying around and I just find them. Like stuff like this right here. Just random holes in the ground that just go down to bedrock. Like, who built it? It might have been Mason. It might have been Jack. I have no idea who made this. It wasn't me. I've never seen that in my life. So it's kind of funny. Flying around in spectator mode, you can just go right through the ground. Just like that. Boom. Back into the city. But anyway, guys, welcome back to another episode of CLD. Guys, today I'm going to be working on the new mansion again. We're going to keep on rolling with it. I've made some progress since the last time you guys have seen it. I have done a stream on the world, and I was doing some building, and I gotta say, it's coming along. It's not quite where I want to be just yet. It just doesn't have that. I'm not sure 100% what the mansion is missing. A lot of you guys were giving it great feedback in the comments, and you guys seem to really like it so far. I appreciate that. And I'm going to be answering a question of the day today, by the way, as well, so I'll make sure that I get to that. But yeah, I just can't quite put my finger on it, but there's just something about the mansion that's missing right now. I don't know if it's the block choice or the layout. I'm just not 100% sure. Still trying to figure that out, but let me give you guys a quick little update of what we got rocking here. So here it is. This is the mansion. This is the front. I actually went ahead and swapped out the roof design with some. Let me get out of spectator mode here. That way we can do stuff. I swapped it out for some light blue hardened clay. Again, guys, you give it a chance before you say like, oh my god, it doesn't look good. Just give it a chance. I'm gonna build out the roof with the light blue hardened clay, and I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be. It has the potential, I think, to be really cool when it's done. So, just let that be known. As far as the driveway is concerned, kind of got rid of it actually, just because I actually put in the perimeter of the house. So the perimeter of the house is placed. This is gonna be the size of the. This thing is freaking huge, man. I mean, look at it. Over here, we got the garages, the back of the house. Obviously, this thing is going to be pretty damn wide. One of the bigger houses I've ever made in Minecraft. I'm not sure, surface area-wise, if it's bigger than the Alpine Mansion. It might be. I mean, it's just too soon to tell without any interior or like any of the sidewalls built. But this is what I got so far. So let's just keep on working on it today, guys. Other things I'm trying to think about that have changed. I got rid of all of the stair indents that made the house look like Swiss cheese. Got rid of all that. I decided to discontinue that effort. I think that was overall the best decision to make for the build's future. And I'm just trying to take it one step at a time. I'm taking breaks, from building, just so, because I'm typically, what happens to me is when I spend too much time on something in one stint of building, I typically start to I don't know how to put this, but I start to it's kind of like one of those things where I think I've made the comparison before. It's when you write an essay and you write the whole essay in one night because you procrastinated until the last day before it was due. We all do it. Don't worry. I did it a bunch in college. I totally understand where you guys are coming from. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that right now since it is summertime. But I digress. The point I'm trying to make is that when you're staring at your own words for so many hours, you start to miss things that normally you would pick up on during like the proofreading process. So that's why I like to take breaks from the build and get a fresh set of eyes maybe the next day or a couple of days later. That way I can look at things, and maybe I was like indecisive about it when I was building it at the time, and take a step back and be like, okay, I think I need to make some changes. I think I need to update some things. And that's what we're going to work on a little bit today. I want to try to fix the roof a little bit. I actually have a pretty crazy idea for the roof that I'm going to try. I don't know if I'm going to do it today, just because I think it's one of those things that I really think I should do off camera, honestly, because it's it has potential to be awful. So if it is awful, I don't want to spend 20 minutes doing it to find out that it's awful and completely waste your guys' time. So let's not do that. I'll probably end up doing something like that off camera. But anyway, we're gonna keep on grinding this out, guys. We're gonna keep on pecking away here. As far as the curvature of this corner, I'm trying to decide exactly how I want to go about doing such a thing. Here's what we're gonna come up with. I'm gonna place a block right here. We're gonna turn this. You might notice that this roof design that I've started to implement, pretty similar to Survival Island Season 4 Mansion, guys. Kind of similar in a way. So that's kind of what we're going with. A couple of updates. As far as I'm converting Los Angeles to a different seed. Still in the process of doing that. I'm hoping to have that finished by next week, because I'm going to be busy this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to work on it this weekend. But next week, I'm hoping to get that done, have Los Angeles on a brand new seed with plains biomes and rivers. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. None of this mountains and snow biomes and, you know, deserts, none of and ocean biomes that are 2,000 blocks wide. None of that nonsense. We're not going to have to deal with that anymore. Going to have a nice brand new seed. It's going to refresh my builder's block that I'm suffering with right now, which my subscriber world on Twitch has been really helping me with my builder's block, because I have been building a ton on that world, grinding it out, creating some cool stuff on there. That I did a house tour yesterday, guys. If you want to check it out, I built a little traditional house just for the fun of it, and I think it turned out pretty solid. So if you guys want to check that out, that was yesterday's video. Let's see, what other updates do I have to talk about? Question of the day, we're going to get to that in a little bit, but let's just start by making a little bit of progress on the mansion first before we go into the question of the day. But the reason why I'm going with the blue blocks as the roof, unique. I just wanted it to be a little bit different than anything else you guys have seen. I'm trying to go with something, you know, completely unique and something iconic, right? Alpine Mansion, iconic build. It's probably the first build that you think of when you think about me. Trying to build another one of those. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going with today. We're going with something unique. We're going with something different. All I'm asking you guys is just to give the blue roof a chance. I'm telling you, when it's all the way built out, it has a chance to be really cool. So just give it a chance. It might not be, you know, crazy cool right now. I don't know, maybe you do think it's cool. I think it's cool right now, but I'm going to be making some changes to it as well to make it even better. But there we go. We have this built so far, which is looking pretty solid. As far as the walls, I'm kind of just filling them with smooth sandstone right now. What I'm going to do is come in later and kind of mix and match them with the sand and as well as the regular sandstone. Kind of like, you know, what we're doing pretty much everywhere else in the build. So just keep that in mind that we're going to be doing that later. What other, you know, order of operations, what other things on the agenda do I need to discuss? I think we're all caught up in terms of updates. We're looking good right now, guys. We're building, making some progress. I've learned some new world editing tricks in the last couple of days that have been pretty damn cool from my subscriber world. There's a lot of really talented people on my sub world that have been teaching me some cool stuff in world edits. So I've definitely upped my knowledge a little bit in that we're going to try to utilize in this house. I actually learned how to build like these really cool custom trees. I finally figured that out, and I'm telling you guys, these custom trees, they're sweet, and they can be built really fast too. They're like these really cool oak trees. I built some on my sub world. I'll be building some around this house as well, you know, when we get to it, but we're not quite at that point just yet. All right, let me just humor myself and actually do the assortment of blocks right here, right now. There it is. Looks a lot better without the indents, I think. I think it just looks a little cleaner, to be honest. So that's ultimately why I went with it. I'll do it on these walls as well while we're at it, since we have it set in our world edit inventory here. But yeah, guys, we're making good progress. We're just, you know, I'm not gonna be rushing this mansion. It took me a month to build the Alpine Mansion, and that was when I was grinding most of it off camera. So it's gonna probably take me a month or two to build this thing complete. But you know, keep in mind that I'm working on other stuff, you know, while this is happening. So it's not like it's, you know, it's the only thing I'm working on. I'm gonna try to do a little tortoise run here, though. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. What's next on the docket here? I'm trying to decide where I want to have the next alignment of this roof go, because we have kind of like 2 sets to this house, and I'm trying to decide where I want the windows to line up, because the windows are, I think right now, are lined up throughout the whole level. I made sure of that. You know, all of these windows are going from first floor to second floor, wrapping all the way around, which is nice. That window's an anomaly because it's taller, and of course, if you were to continue to wrap this around, it connects to over there as well, which is another entrance. So just trying to make sure everything, actually, now that I think about it, I'm probably going to move this over towards this wall a little bit more, because this is going to be an open space. But we'll worry about that at a later point. Let me continue, and I'm trying to decide. Let's see. So I want to have the stairs line up with this block right here. So to do that, let's go ahead and extend that 1 extra block and run this across. And also, let me come down here, get this filled in. So I'm gonna do like the front wall, like pretty much like every other mansion I've ever built, or any house or anything really. We're gonna do the front wall, get that out of the way over the next couple days here, and then once I have all the front walls and stuff filled out and built, then I'm going to start to put in an intricate floor plan. And if you're wondering about all this disaster back here with the, everything looks awful and it looks like, it got hit by a nuke, right? Don't worry about that. It's all going to be moved to a nice, beautiful plains biome. It's going to be all, sunshine and rainbows. A week from now, guys, it's going to be fantastic. I know I keep on hyping it up. It takes a long time for me to freaking MC edit all these builds, because I'm not that great at that kind of stuff. I got no freaking clue how to use World Painter. I downloaded that, and it's literally like for astrophysicists, because I couldn't figure it out. But I just didn't have I don't really have the time to like learn an intricate program like that. So I'm just using MC Edit, something I'm familiar with, and I'm just copy and pasting Los Dangeles to a new seed. I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but I'm doing it my way because that's the way I know. All right. Let's see. So, are we lined up here? How we looking? This needs to be turned into quartz. This needs to be turned into quartz. We misplaced that block. Let's go ahead and turn this into quartz. We're gonna get this this roof settled, and then we're gonna answer today's question of the day. We'll get to that as well. Gotta make sure that we don't forget about that. Very important question of the day. Gotta make sure we answer one of those every episode. Didn't answer one last episode, so it's very important that we answer today. All right, let me go ahead and start filling this in right here, like that. And we'll have one lining of the light blue hardened clay, soon to be renamed once we update the server to 1.12, when all of the plugins are updated and up to date for 1.12. It's going to be called the terracotta blocks, as you guys know. So if I did this right, let me go ahead and get my coordinates here just so I can confirm by mathematics. We are on block 88, standing right here. So if I did this right, this should be block, whoops, I missed. This right here should be block 88 as well. Fantastic. We are on the right track right now. As far as this is concerned, we're no longer using these nether brick stairs. So let me go ahead and actually just kind of replace this a little bit. I think I'm going to do something like this as our like kind of extension of those windows. Trying to make some pretty magnificent windows on this build. That's kind of a goal of mine. Trying to make the windows look real fancy and cool throughout. If you're wondering what's on this big flat wall over here, this is going to be another area where we're going to have some big tall windows, fancy. I think I'm going to build like the library on that side of the house. Just build a really big library. This house is going to have everything: our indoor pool, library. Hell, I might even put an indoor like tennis court or something like that. We might go full blown mansion. So as you can see, once you start to add more, even without the walls being detailed, the more you add, it grows, right? It starts to grow, the design starts to come in. So we're making some progress. So let's go ahead and answer today's question of the day. Okay, guys, so today's question of the day is coming from IRH1 Minecraft, and the question is hashtag QOTD. What are your top 5 favorite blocks in City Advanced? I don't know if I've ever answered this question. If I have, we're going to update that list right now. Let's go ahead and check it out. No particular order, by the way. We got the Chiseled Sandstone bricks, or well, I guess they're just called Chiseled Sandstone. I actually haven't used these on the mansion yet. I am going to be mixing these in, though, because I kind of forgot these existed. and I love these blocks. I think they look fantastic. They could be used for tons of different things. Next up, we got the classic pillared quartz. Obviously, this hasn't even changed from the regular city texture pack. It's just been brightened a little bit. Beautiful block. Right here, we have crackstone brick. This is a block I don't use enough. Really, really nice block. I'm going to try to use it more for, the university when we go back over there. Next up, number 4, we got the fences. Acacia fences. This might be my favorite in the entire pack. That's an unbelievable job by Joe right there. And then finally, we have the wet sponge. No, I'm just joking around. F the wet sponge. Get it out of here. My 5th favorite is probably spruce wood. Spruce wood's kind of not really that great in the regular city texture pack, so having it like as a super viable choice in this pack is a really nice feature. But that's my top 5 right there. Thanks for the question. I appreciate that, IRH1. And you guys can leave your questions of the day submissions in the comments below, and I'll sift through them and try to find a solid question to answer for next episode. But anyway, let's get back to business here. When we're talking about the chiseled sandstone, that's actually 24-1. So let's actually add that to the list here. Let's throw in a little 24-1, and let's go ahead and wait. What did I just do? Oh, okay. I filled it in over there. I forgot to. Okay, be careful. Be careful, kids. Make sure you set your coordinates. Holy moly, that is just a disaster when you don't set your coordinates. There you go. So mixing in some of the chiseled blocks to the the side of the house, making it look a little bit better. All right. Anyway, we're gonna be moving on. We're gonna be building a little bit of detail on this wall right here, right now, for the rest of this episode. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is we gotta start flattening this out a little bit so I can even get a better visualization of what the hell is going on here, right? So let's flatten that out a little bit with some grass. We just killed that duck. I kind of feel bad. The chicken duck woman thing that's waiting for us, it has been eliminated from the arena. All right. So this wall, what do I want to do on this wall? That's the $1 million question. I'll tell you guys right now. This is what I want to do. I'm gonna come in. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. I'm gonna do an indent. I'm gonna come over here to the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right here. Let's check that. Let's make it 3 blocks away from the walls, just like that. All right. Let's see. We want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That leaves us 3 blocks of separation in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, cool. So 3, 7, 3, 7, 3. All right, it's like that song, 3s and 7s from Guitar Hero 3. All right, lots of 3s and 7s. Let me go ahead and extend this out 3 blocks. More 3s. More 3s. Run this across so it's 7. 3s and 7s. That's just the title of the video, I guess. 3s and 7s. That's all we ever have. It's just the house of 3s and 7s. Oh, speaking of the name of the house, we have not created a name just yet. However, we're working on it. It's something that we've had some really interesting suggestions. I think I'm gonna do some sort of like foreign language word that means something. I think that's the direction we're taking here, which could potentially be pretty sweet. So keep that in mind. It either could be really cool or really dumb. I'm not sure yet. But I have some ideas, some things that I have in the back pocket that I'm not going to reveal just yet to you guys. But just keep it in mind, we are thinking about a name for this place. I think, honestly, I might finish it and then name it. It's typically what I like to do. Finish the house and then we'll name it. Because I feel like you can't really judge a book by its cover. We haven't even really built this thing yet. It's only about 2% complete. How are we supposed to name something that's not even finished? All right, so we have that. We have a couple of those indentations. You might be wondering, what the hell is this, Dan? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'll tell you guys what I'm doing right now. I'm going to place some anvils right here of the Danville-like variety, of course. Let's make that 1 block taller. I'm also going to make this entire area 1 biome, but I'm not going to worry about that until we get to the new seed. Okay, so we have just a couple of anvils in that space, and I want to add some windows here. So let's go ahead and grab some blocks. In fact, we're just going to do pretty much the exact same window designs here. We're just going to make them 5 blocks instead of they're going to be a little bit skinnier than what we got right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it's going to be pretty much exactly the same now that I think about it. All right, we're going to take this up a couple of blocks, and that is going to be, now I'm thinking about it, I might actually trim this by 1 block and make these windows a little bit slimmer. Let's go ahead and do a set 0 real quick, and then let's reposition this 1 block in on both sides. So we'll do that. Do a quick little set 0. the world edit magic. It's a beautiful thing. All right, there we go. Make a quick adjustment. I'm gonna move this in 1 block. I'm gonna do something similar to what we did on the Survival Island Season 4 mansion, which I was looking back at all my old builds and trying to decide, you know, what are some of my favorites that I've made in in all the time I've been building. And I gotta say, the Survival Island Season 4 mansion is really high on that list. I think that might be one of the like 3 or 4 favorite houses I've ever made. That and the Victorian mansion and the Alpine mansion, of course, are on that list. They got to be, you know. It's gotta be on that list. All right, so something like this. Let's do some stuff like that. There we go. I think that looks pretty nice. Yeah, but I've been really feeling Minecraft, but I've been really feeling it lately, the building. You know, I've just been building on my sub server, and it's just been very refreshing, enjoyable experience hanging out with the subs and building on there. You know, it's kind of revitalized my my passion for building in Minecraft. It was missing for some time. It's back. I'm feeling good right now about the building. I don't know if it's because I'm building like so many houses right now. I'm not slaving away building oil rigs and skyscrapers and military bases. Just stuff I don't like building. You know, no disrespect to anybody who likes building that kind of stuff. It's just not for me. I don't like it. I'll get it done for the sake of the city, but I'm just not a fan of it. It's just not me. I like building houses. That's just what I do. But yeah, I've been really enjoying building recently. It's been a lot of fun, building some cool stuff. I'm cooking up some new builds on my server, my Twitch subscriber server. Got some things going on up in there, and I got some cool builds coming up through there right now. Some kind of abstract stuff that you guys might see some more of. I'm gonna be doing some tours of some other people's builds on there, because we got a lot of talented builders on that server that need to be, you know, we got to give them the spotlight, because it's some really cool stuff. All right, so let's see. We're gonna make this a 4x2 window. I know it's a 5x2 down there. I'm probably just gonna make that window a little bit smaller. Just gonna trim this by 1 block, just to help, you know, move things along a little bit quicker. We don't have to break that block. I don't know why I did that. There we go. So those windows are now the same size, sticking out of the house, just like that. Perfect. Beautiful. As far as the way this is going to connect to the roof, I'm not worried about that right now. I just want to make sure that this looks good in the symmetry of it all. So we're going to copy and paste this real quick. Do a quick little copy job. We're just going to paste this right over here. Look at that. It's 360 blocks. It's a perfect 360 of blocks. What a beautiful thing. And we'll do a quick little paste job right there. Break those placeholder blocks. Get rid of that. Look at all this mess. Such a mess. It's all gonna get covered up though. Don't worry. All right. There we go. A couple of things right there. I like that. I want to actually have a door here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some sand and some slabs. What do you guys think type of house this is? I really don't know. I'm building it. I couldn't tell you. It's some sort of like Mediterranean illustrious estate, something like that. I freaking don't know, guys. I'm just building it. I'm just building, you know, whatever comes to mind. I'm not really sure if this follows a specific architectural format. I imagine it probably doesn't, but that's fine, because it's whatever I'm doing. I'm hoping that this is coming out pretty good so far. I like to think that it is. So we're gonna keep on pecking away at it. All right, let me grab this. Let me grab some of these. Make sure that this is lined up on the same plane here. We're gonna do a nice little small balcony going across there. We're gonna place some slabs and stairs of quartz underneath, as well as some damaged anvils. We gotta get the damaged anvils. How cool is that? That there's multiple kinds of anvils. Such a cool thing, isn't it? All right. Let's see. Place some of those right there. Some of those right there. Get a little railing. We're gonna have another opening up here. Let me actually just go ahead and quickly pick block some of this spruce. We're using spruce right now. Probably gonna end up doing a lot of white floors if it's a mansion. Make it look really clean. All right, something like that. little balcony on that wall. So that's what I'm thinking for that wall. Let's take a step back. Holy moly. Look at this place. This place is huge, guys. It's huge. But I think that's what I'm gonna wrap up with today for today, guys. That's gonna be it for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna build like some way better trees, by the way. This tree here, this is not staying. Don't worry about that, guys. I'm gonna build a legit world edited custom tree that's like actually fits the size of this build. I will do that. So just keep that in mind. So anyway, this is what we got so far. I'm gonna make some progress. I'm actually gonna be doing some things to the roof from between now and next episode. I'll probably end up one of these episodes here. I'm gonna take a break and go and move on to something else and build something else for a little bit. But we're focusing on this mansion right now. This is what we got so far in the front of the build. So incomplete, but it's showing some potential. We just got to keep on building on it, and it eventually, hopefully, will come together and we'll have something real cool at the end of the day. So, thanks for watching, guys. It's been Dan Lags. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.